Hello, I'm Matthew Weiss. I'm with The Bench, and today I'm going to be talking to Gregory Lanter, the Deputy CEO of Club Med. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. First of all, tell us a little bit about your experience at FHS Saudi. How's it all gone for you and your team?
That's the second time that we're here. We've got a big booth. We decided to be a sponsor at FHS because we believe in the fact that Club Med can bring something to Saudi and that Saudi can definitely bring something to Club Med. So we've been here to make it happen, and I strongly continue to believe that this is a place to make it happen. So thank you for this.
Well, thank you for your support. Get stuck into some of the topics that are close to Club Med's heart. Sustainability. You've set yourself, obviously, the goal for 100% green globe. How's that going? Where are you in the process? And what sort of challenges and opportunities does that actually bring the brand?
I would say this Green Globe thing is a very strong element, but it's just only a part of a global strategy which goes much beyond this. Club Med is celebrating this year its 75th anniversary, and for the last 75 years, we've been known as being set in the most beautiful places in the world. It's our footprint, it's our signature. We are continuing to develop places which are in the most beautiful places in the world. You can't do this in our world, and you couldn't do this 75 years ago if you didn't have a very strong concern on environment, on biodiversity, on nature, and on protecting it. And I would say on top of it that it is what our guests are coming for. If you don't offer a pristine environment to your guests in what we do and in the guests that we're trying to bring, which are very wealthy families around the world, you lose your markets. So it's derived into this Green Globe thing. We are already at 100% of our properties which are Green Globe certified. So it's just...
So it's already done.
It is. So we like to set objectives that we can overcome.
Do you find a bit of a side question to that? How much of a driver is that for your customer to know that that's at the heart of the experience?
It's a global thing. It's part of our values.
Okay.
They know that coming to Club Med, they come to a place which is a true place, where social contacts, interactions between the guest and the staff are true moments. And you cannot be true if you're not protecting what's our common legacy, which is the hearth. So that's really part of our DNA. So the guests, if they are loyal to Club Med, which is the case of a lot of these guests, if they come to the new destination that we open, and they will come to Saudi, they come because they know that we protect the environment, that it is a true offer.
And as an extension to that, obviously, community and so on. So your Happy to Care program. Tell us a little bit about that and what it sort of looks to achieve.
Well, the second fall of it. When we speak about protecting the planet and we speak about tourism, I believe that we should always remind people how much positive things tourism can bring. Because in most places, not the overcrowded ones, tourism is bringing employment. Tourism is bringing local purchasing. Tourism is bringing wealth for the local populations in places that sometimes have no other means to get some wealth.
Yes.
So the first, for Club Med, I would say, objective of tourism is to help develop the places where we set our feet, especially in the resort business, where you're going to places which are natural places. So in our DNA, in our global sustainability approach, the first thing on which we emphasize is what we can bring locally. So we purchase locally, we hire locally people, we train these people, then we have them tour the world and work in our different properties. And thanks to them, we develop our company and we develop them. So these local impacts, positive local impact, should always be reminded when you speak about tourism and sustainability. And that's the thing that we do.
Good stuff. Now, obviously, the traveler is changing. How are you adapting to the changing travel from today and looking into the future? What are you offering as a sort of service product, and how are you sort of thinking ahead about the brand?
this very interesting period where everybody is speaking about this tendency of travelers to be looking for experiences, for true experiences. And I would say this is what Club Med has been doing for the past 75 years. It's always been about the experience on our side. So the question is, what do we do to stay ahead of the rest of the offer?
Sure.
I will speak about all inclusive because for too long, all inclusive was considered as a good bargain. And for the past 20 years, Club Med has moved upscale, and I've been explaining to every stakeholder that no, if you have the right products, the right infrastructure, the right teams, all inclusive can be luxury and in fact be the best way to spend the most beautiful time with your people because you remove all the things that are a problem in your holidays. Everything is there for you, organized, and you just have to focus on your people, on your kids, on your parents, and on the family living things together, and on the family discovering other people. Because what best moment in life than holidays to open to the world and to open to other people and to other cultures? So what we are now doing is trying to put our products even more upscale so that we can welcome very wealthy families from around the world, which are just willing to open to the world. So that's our promise.
That's your new focus. So tell us, I guess that leads quite nicely into the region. Tell us where you're looking at in Saudi Arabia. What have you got in the pipeline? What are your expectations and hopes, Rue?
We've been following extremely carefully what's happening in this country, and I think this is fantastic times, very exciting times. And we believe that Saudi, with this new era and this new direction, has everything to create one of the most successful destinations in the world. I'm very strongly, personally convinced about it. So what we want is being part of this. What we want is putting a stone to this construction of the Saudi tourism future. And what we believe is that with the clientele that we have around the world, from Asia to Europe and Americas, if we set a Club Med in Saudi, it's going to be full from day one, and it will help put Saudi definitely as a true family leisure destination in the world. So that's our target. And what we need to do is to find an excellent site, because Club Med has been known, as I was telling you, for being set in the most beautiful places in the world, the most beautiful beach in the world. And I have this heritage behind me that I need to be up to. So I'm trying to be doing so. And if we open in Saudi, it must be a statement.
Yeah.
It must be one of the best Club Med in the world. So the team is currently working with all the agencies to select the perfect sites on which we will do our first Club Med in Saudi, which will be an epitome of what is it to spend family holidays. Whether you are a Saudi, whether you are a European, an Asian, Chinese, American, let's all come to Saudi and participate to the great adventure.
Are you close to finding that? Can you let on?
We've got a few ideas, but it's basically something where there is water and where there is sand. I gave you a very strong hint. So that's
No, fair enough. And we'll look forward to it. I guess the final question, and once you've got the one property in Saudi, do you sort of see it as being multiple opportunities in the kingdom as well? Would you see it sort of?
We definitely believe that with the Saudi clientele, on which we really want to develop towards Club Med, and with the diversity of the country, there is room for several Club Med. The first one needs to be a statement and a beach destination. The second one could be in the countryside, in the mountains, in different areas of Saudi. We are exploring this also.
Well, thank you, Gregory, for joining me today, and thank you for your time and your support for FHS Saudi.
And we'll be back.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.